Hanging out with Payce Lange, NJIT assistant coach, following the Highlanders' 18-point win over UMass Lowell. I'm Drew Casey. Well, Coach, always great to talk to you. What was your assessment of today's game, and how did that line up with what your game plan was?
Yeah, I mean, our biggest key for this game was to win the paint. We know they want to get in the paint. We know they want to get in the restricted arc. So we were just trying to keep them out of there, try to force tough twos, tough shots outside of the paint, which I think we did a really good job at, especially the first half. Obviously, they're a good team, so they hit some tough ones, but that's kind of what we were trying to force and just make it hard for them by eliminating the paint.
You guys were up 10 after the first quarter, 23-13. UMass Lowell went on a 7-8-0 run, something of that sort in the second, got back in the game. I'm curious, what was the halftime conversation or locker room like?
Yeah, I mean, we made it pretty simple for them. We said, the most physical team, the tougher team will win this game. Something about UMass Lowell is that they play hard consistently throughout the entire game. So before this game, we were just consistently telling them that we have to come out with more energy, we have to play hard, and we have to be physical and kind of win all the 50-50 plays, like loose balls, rebounds, and just be the first of the floor.
Points in the paint, you guys were 38-28, so plus 10 in that category. It helps when Alejandra Zuniga does Alejandra Zuniga things, scoring 29 points. We were joking in the third quarter, and even in the fourth quarter, it seems like she just had 7 points a minute ago, and now she has 29 when the game is over. What can you say about her performance today?
Yeah, I mean, Ale has a lot of resilience. So even if things aren't going for her in the beginning of the game, she fights through it. She does a really good job at that. She plays through her teammates too. So once they start getting energy, she will start getting energy. But that's kind of the greatest thing about our team is that each game, it could be somebody new that's kind of playing their best game. So we could really rely on everybody 1 through 16.
The consistency of Olivia Kulik has been fantastic to watch as a freshman. Casual, 13-5 again. What has it been like seeing her continue to grow and grow just as a freshman?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing about seeing her grow is that the more each game she gets more and more confidence, especially with her shot, especially getting to the paint, and you just see her game changing as well with just how different teams are guarding her. Obviously, they know they want to shoot, so they're trying to push her off the arc. So just seeing her paint game grow is great to see, especially with her confidence gaining each game.
A lot of people, I think, maybe 3 weeks ago from the outside would say this NJIT team is struggling going into conference play. Lost a lot of close games in a row. None of that really seems to matter to you guys. You've now won 3 in a row to start league play. It must feel great.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we just keep telling ourselves maybe we actually learned something from the tough out-of-conference schedule that we played. But I think our team finally realized that, we are a great team, that this could be our year if we want to play together and play with the pace that we are able to play with and just not take any team lightly.
Well, it's been great to watch. We look forward to watching more of it. I promised you off the air that I was going to ask you something and try and get your reaction to. I don't know if you know this. So Ale, in the midst of scoring her 29 points tonight, passed a couple people on the all-time scoring list, including your coworker Kelly Guarino on the bench. Did you guys have any knowledge of that? And who do you think a better scorer was, Kelly or Ale?
I don't want to answer the last one.
I know you weren't going to answer the last one.
But I was not aware. I know it was kind of like an ongoing joke between them earlier on. So eventually we knew it was going to come because Ale obviously was only a junior. Yep. But that's awesome to hear. I mean, obviously, this is not over for Ale. Great things are coming. Yeah.
Next up is Maine. That's always a tough one on the road. What do you look forward to coming up next on Thursday in a couple days?
Yeah, I mean, we just obviously we gotta enjoy this win, but then we gotta really lock in for the next week. Obviously, it's a tough week with travel, but then we played 2 great teams, especially that's always been at the top of the conference. So I think it's a great example that we started off strong and we gotta keep it going.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Final score, NJIT 72, UMass Lowell 54 here on Saturday afternoon in Newark.